Hey there, guys. It's Attack on Samurai, and welcome. So this is the draft video for the OBA League. So you know what I've been telling you guys in the last couple of videos is that I'm a part of it and stuff. So now it's pretty much officially started. This is the first week of it, so probably other coaches are having their battles right now, maybe. Yeah, I can't wait for this. This is gonna be cool. Actually, I already made my logo for it, so here it is. It looks pretty cool. The Black City Samurais. So yeah, it's got the Black City behind it from Black and White, and it has my symbol thing. But yeah, I think this is like a really cool design. So yeah. So this is gonna be the schedule for the first week. It's the Toronto Blue Shamans versus the Los Angeles Selgors, and then it's the Grassy Plain Raikus versus the Ravens Tarantrums, and then it's the Northfield Crooks versus the Black City Samurais, us, and then it's the Roaring Shadow versus the New England Groudons. So yeah, I actually, since I'm recording this on a Saturday, I actually wanted to have my battle, Saturday. So I had went on Twitter, and wanted to know if my opponent wanted to have our match today. And well, actually no, I said this yesterday. I think it was yesterday or it was Thursday, one of the two. But I went on Twitter and asked him if he wanted to have our match yet, and he said he can't right now. So he's on a little vacation thing. So when he comes back, we'll probably have our battle. I don't know when, but I just told him that just in case. To let me know what day. So yeah. So I'm about to show right now is my picks for the draft, since we had drafted all of our Pokemon on Monday. So oh yeah, by the way, this is a very late video, so I wanted to do it earlier, but school, so yeah. Everyone's first pick was supposed to be a Mega, so the Mega I decided to go with was Mega Gallade, because Mega Gallade hits really hard, and doesn't have the best ability for it as a Mega, but still it can be useful in, I guess, situations, kind of. But yeah, Mega Gallade, probably like one of the best Megas out there. It's really good, hits very hard, and it's very fast as well, with a base speed of 110, so it can speed tie with a few Megas, and it can outspeed a lot of things as well. It can speed tie with Gengars and stuff like that. So yeah, I actually really like it. I've used Mega Gallade a few times already. It was one of the Megas that I really wanted to use, so I'm glad I had the opportunity to use it. So yeah. My second pick was Blissey, because Blissey can it's very bulky on the special side, so it can take special hits for Gallade. Since Gallade is weak to Ghost and Fairy, which Blissey can resist the Ghost typing. So yeah, It's also a very good cleric mon as well. I mean, it's very good for healing other mons on my team as well, so that's another reason why I wanted to use Blissey. But yeah, this thing can also be very annoying as well, so yeah. So my third pick is Jirachi because, well, let's see. Well, it's another resistance to one of Gallade weakness, flying. So it can resist its flying. It can resist flying. Also Jirachi. It's pretty bulky as well. Being one of the legendaries that has, base 100 all around. So it's very good. A very good legendary. It can set up stealth rocks. It also has a very good typing as well in steel and psychic. So yeah, it's not a bad legendary. It can be run different ways. It can be offensive, it can be defensive, it can be special. Even though you don't really see a special set, but Jirachi does a lot of work though. It can do a lot of work. So yeah, that's my reasoning behind getting Jirachi. Next up is my fourth pick, which is Zapdos. Zapdos, I wanted to use it because 1, it's very bulky, and 2, it has access to defog, and 3, it also has a high amount of special attacks, so it can do a lot of damage, and it can take a lot of hits as well. It also can resist Jirachi's weakness in ground, and it can resist Blissey's weakness in fighting as well. So yeah, Zapdos is not a bad legendary. Also in this league, you can only choose 2 legendaries, so Jirachi and Zapdos are the only 2 I picked, because I just thought that they kind of worked well together. So yeah. Up is Infernape. Now why I chose Infernape? Well, Infernape hits hard, so that's one reason why. I also needed a fire type as well. Well, fire type. So yeah, Infernape's not bad. It's not a bad Pokemon to have on my team. It can, like I said, it can do a lot of damage. It also has access to U-turn. So if I don't want to be in if I'm in a situation I don't want to be in, I could just U-turn out and get some damage on something, and then switch into something that can better fit the situation I'm in. So yeah. Also, Infernape has access to some priority moves like Mach Punch, Fake Out, stuff like that. So it can do a lot. It really can. It also has access to stealth rocks, so I can set up stealth rocks on something, and they'll be taking damage. So yeah. Infernape now. Well, Jirachi also has stealth rock too. So if things happen, I may use one of them for stealth rock. Use one of them to use stealth rock. So yeah. My 6th pick is Gyarados. Now why I chose Gyarados? There are 2 reasons behind it. Sweeping, and it has access to Intimidate. Intimidate is probably one of the best abilities in the game because you can lower someone's attack, a physical attacker, by 1 stage, and they'll do less damage. So yeah, Gyarados is really good. Is a really good mon. But with the sweeping part I was saying before, It can sweep because it has access to Dragon Dance as well. And what Dragon Dance does is that it boosts your attack and speed by 1, so you can outspeed things and also hit hard with it as well. So yeah, that's my reasoning behind using Gyarados. Also, it's another, I guess, ground resistance to help out Jirachi as well. So that's another reason behind it. So yeah. Oh, and also it can resist Jirachi's weakness to fire as well too. So that's another reason why. So my 7th pick is Crocodile. Crocodile because, like Gyarados, it has access to Intimidate. Also, Crocodile can be run 2 ways. It can be run as a bulky set, or it could be run as a offensive set. Both sets work really well on Crocodile though, especially with its typing of ground and dark. So yeah, it does add another weakness to fighting though on my team, but again, it's not like terrible, I guess, and also a fairy weakness as well. So that would mean that, Gallade and Crocodile do share the same weakness, but like I had said before with Blissey and Jirachi, they can both resist Fairy. So, well, not Blissey, but Jirachi can resist Fairy. So, yeah, Crocodile has, very good stats as well. Has very high attack and a decent amount of speed as well, and a decent amount of HP. So, yeah, Crocodile's not a bad mon. Very good. So my 8th pick was Amoonguss. Amoonguss because, again, 2 reasons. Well, actually, three reasons behind it. One, Amoonguss has the ability Regenerator, which is, like Intimidate, probably one of the best abilities you can get in the game. Because what that does is that you can switch out Amoonguss or any mon with a Regenerator, and you'll get like 50% of your health back in the switch in. So yeah, Regenerator is a pretty good ability. Another reason behind Amoonguss is because it's very bulky as well. It can like take hits very well, and it has a high amount of HP as well. So that's another reason why. And the third reason, well, actually 4th reason. So the 4th reason is Amoonguss has access to Spore, which not a lot of grass types get. So yeah, Spore pretty much is a 100% accuracy move that can put your Pokemon to sleep. So it's a really good move. Very good on Amoonguss, especially with its stats and with its its defensive stats. So yeah. Also it does resist Infernape's weakness to water, so that's another reason behind it. And it also can deal with fairy types as well, so that's another reason. So yeah, Amoonguss is very good. It's a very good mon to have on my team. So I'm glad I picked it before anyone else did. Is Sylveon. Sylveon is like Blissey, very bulky, can take hits very well, has a lot of HP. So, well, not as much as Blissey does, but it does have a lot of HP. Also with the not nature, but it's also a fairy type, so that's a very good typing to have on my team. A very good offensive and defensive typing to have. So why I chose Sylveon is because, well, there are 2 reasonings behind it. One, it has the ability Pixelate, which can turn normal type moves into fairy type moves. So Hyper Voice, which is like a base, which is like a base 90, which is a normal type, can be turned into fairy type and also gets boosted. So yeah, Pixelate boosts the normal type moves by about 20%. So Hyper Voice can do a lot of damage. So yeah, that's one reason behind it. Also, another reason is Sylveon has access to Heal Bell and Wish, so it can be a Wish passing set. So yeah, Sylveon is not a bad Pokemon. Probably one of the best Pokemon to come out of 6th gen. So yeah. And now on to my final pick. Is so my final pick is Trevenant. Trevenant is not a bad Pokemon as well. It does resist fighting, which again Blissey is weak to, and also Krookodile is weak to, so it does cover that as well. It's also a ghost and grass type, so it's not a bad typing as well. It's not a bad typing. Also, Trevenant has access to Will-O-Wisp, so I can burn things that might give me trouble on my team. So yeah, Trevenant also has access to Leech Seed, which is again not a bad move. It can it places seeds on the target, and it can regain health back. So it's not a bad move. So the two reasons why I wanted to use Trevenant is because, one, it has access to the ability Harvest, which can almost all the time, after you use your berry, can be regained back after like maybe a turn or two. So again, so Harvest is a very good ability to have. The other reason is because Trevenant has another ability called Natural Cure, which can allow which if Trevenant gets burned or toxic or something, I can just switch it out and it'll be cured from it. So it has the same ability as Blissey does. So yeah. Also, Trevenant resists Gyarados' weakness to electric, just like Krookodile does, and Amoonguss as well, since Amoonguss is grass and poison, which I should have mentioned earlier, but yeah. What else does Trevenant do? Well, I think that's pretty much it. It's also I forgot to mention, very bulky as well, so it could take special hits and defensive hits very well, and also has a decent amount of HP as well too to stack onto that. So yeah, Trevenant is not a bad member to have on my team. So yeah, that's my whole team. I think it's a very well built team. So yeah, I can't wait to have my next match against the to have my first match against the Northfield Crooks. So yeah. So can't wait to have this. This is gonna be great. Make sure you support me and stuff. And I will see you guys in the next OBA League battle, Revive Lock, Wi-Fi battles, everything. So yeah. Have a nice day and see ya.